Fagori Streams, playing on a new server today. I say new server. The server's been up for just a little while because obviously I've got some cool things like the portal gun and the glider and some iron armor. But so I've only been playing on this specific server now for about 2 days, and so it's just a couple guys that we've been playing with for a while. It's a whitelisted server, but it's on Feed the Beast Infinity 1.7.10. I don't know. It's the latest version of that. You can download this pack off of Feed the Beast Infinity. Excuse me. You can download this off the Feed the Beast. Now, if you're using the Curse or the Beta Curse voice client, whatever they want to call it, you can find it there off of their download. You can go to the Minecraft tab, at least on PC. You can go to the Minecraft tab and download the specific mod pack. Or if you are running Mac, which I do run a Mac, my brother has a Mac. You know, it used to be my main gaming PC, but then I built this new rig, and so now it's kind of my travel gaming PC or travel gaming rig because it's a Mac, it's not a PC. But anyways, you have to actually go out and download the Feed the Beast launcher from their website. So here we go. It's Feed the Beast server Infinity. It's got lots of cool mods. It's got open blocks. It's got portal gun mod. It's got Ender Zoo, Thaumcraft. I mean, it's a pretty large smorgasbord of mods. And if you hear stuff pinging in the background, oh look, Belhan's alive. He's at least plugging in his microphone now to talk. I've got to work on my bandwidth. Jeez. I can't have my video preview open while I'm trying to do this. It's causing too much lag on the stream. There we go. All right, so I've just started on the server. Glahan, my good buddy Glahan, gave me some stuff. That's why I have the portal gun. That's why I have the hang glider, which is a lot of fun. Use it to get from place to place without really being able to fly. I don't have a jetpack. I don't have anything else fancy like that. So just standard iron armor, and could use that to fly. Use the portal gun and the oh, that's right, I can't see enough leaves. So we kind of cheat a little bit. Since I can't really fly, we use the hang glider, but what we do is, yeah. So just like in the game, the game Portal, get my velocity up high enough, as long as Glahan doesn't hit me this time. So I keep hitting I keep catching the edge of the portal, which causes me to slow down. But either way, and then I can just use my hang glider and fly over here. So that place there is Mengi's place, one of the guys we play with. He just started a new place, and then over here we've got what we're calling the group area here of spawn. This isn't spawn, mind you. Spawn's about 500 blocks away, which stinks right now because if you die, you end up 500 blocks away. But at least I do, because I don't have a bed over here at all yet. But this is the. He's trying to put me in the bottom of the pit. Anyways, so this was something we found that was found naturally here. Well, Glahan claims that it's about 99% natural. So I don't know how much of that is true. I tend to believe Glahan when he says that. Right. Well, the cobblestone wall was because certain people, and we won't say their names to make them feel better, kept falling into the pit and
Yeah, yeah, whatever.
good old popcorn ninja just falling into the pit for us. But anyways, so he built this two-layer wall, but the way that this shaft goes down and everything else, that was actually spawned naturally for the most part. I'm sure there was some rough edges that he went in and rounded out because he's big into
Mostly just the
geometry.
top, a tree or two, and that kind of stuff.
Right, yeah, I figure it's just simple cosmetic stuff that you had to adjust, but for the most part, this shaft was here. So we're thinking about doing something really cool in this area. Not sure yet. Um, kind of putting our heads together. And again, this is going to be like a spawn, like well, we say spawn, but like a main house or a common house where there'll be some resources, high-powered machines, stuff like that. So as we're going through, and some of us are progressing, like I just started. So me progressing, I can come over and use the machines to help process some of the stuff just to make sure that I'm not wasting things. I mean, whoever started up all the machines obviously is not going to have that luxury, but it comes down to some of these guys have been playing mods and whatnot a lot longer than me, and they can progress really quickly, really fast. In fact, this world no longer has an Ender Dragon. The Ender Dragon's been killed, and it took one guy like 2 days to get to the point where he wanted to kill the Ender Dragon. So, it's people progress faster than others, and some of us like to take our time. And so, those of us that want to take our time, we've got the chance to utilize some of the machines, double our resources, do stuff like that to help ourselves out a little bit. But other than that, it's a uh, pretty neat shaft. The cylinder, the way it cylindrically comes down. So I don't know if he's gonna do like a suspended piece around the outside, something over top of it. I don't know. I haven't really talked about it a whole lot. We just everybody kind of moved over this direction and everything else. Here's the map. This is Java Maps. Really like it. It gives you an opportunity to um, see a lot of things. I've done a lot of exploring. I tend to like villages, so I found some villages on the map and went and checked the villages out before we decided to move where we are now. As you see, spawn, stay away. Because when I first got on, I basically transversed about 2,000 blocks this direction. And I ended up over here. There's a Thom dungeon right here. Ooh, I can zoom in. It's a Thaumcraft dungeon right here that I didn't get a chance to explore because I didn't have any tools. But I did open up the ceiling so that it'll help cut down on the spawn rates. A couple Uber villages around us. These were added. What mod was it, Wilhelm, that added the Uber villages?
Witchery.
Witchery. Oh, that's right, because you have the Witchery
Witchery
towers.
has that whole fence thing around it.
Well, and they have their towers with their guards that sit in the villages
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So the walled Uber villages, we've a couple that we've explored. I mean, they still have regular villages, like you see this one here is a regular village. But and these villages are sandstone, and so like all the houses are made of sandstone, whereas like this is made of wood. Now they do have wooden Uber villages as well, and I think one of the ones I found out here was a wooden Uber village. I think I actually missed that village. That's crazy. One thing I don't like about modded Minecraft versus normal Minecraft, it's one of my few complaints, is that villages tend to spawn just wherever and however. Here's a regular one. There you go. So that's cobblestone walls and just a regular village. But it really jacks up the layout of the villages. Like you'll have half the village on top of a cliff, and then half the village is normal, and it gets really annoying because I like to build in villages. I really do. I like to bring up the villager count, to start trading and all sorts of stuff like that. And when you have that situation where it's just like this sandstone village. I'll go visit the sandstone village here in a minute. This is a cliff face, and so half this village is down here, half this village is up here, and there's just this giant cliff face in the middle. And so some of your buildings are missing floors. Some of your buildings are cut in half. It's really weird. And in fact, there was this village here. Like, this village here is all jacked, all sorts of jacked up. Like, there's no roads, stuff's underwater. It's just like it doesn't work as a village. So that's the one thing.
Sounds like a fixer-upper.
Say again.
Sounds like a fixer-upper.
Oh, that's a lot of work to fix up. But either way, so this is where the cylinder is here, and this is where Mengi's building, and then I am planning on building. Where is my tree? Here's my tree. It's my tree with my it's my table. Excuse me, my workbench is on top of that tree. So I'm gonna build on this area here. I don't know. I haven't quite figured out what I'm gonna build. But that's where I'm gonna make my base. Maybe something cylindrical to go with the cylindrical theme that we have here. Or, I don't know, maybe something in a square. I don't know. Rectangle. Maybe I'll do like Tony Stark's house hanging off the cliff, because this is a little bit of a cliff face here, like hanging out over the cliff face. I don't know. Although I do have a Star-Lord skin, so maybe I should do something Star-Lord themed. I don't know. What would be Star-Lord themed, right? Gonna make a Milan ship. Yeah, I don't know. It's the green sky, though. That's definitely a feature of this area. So now I gotta parkour.
It's amusing, that's for sure.
Now I gotta parkour my way out of here. Okay. There we go. Just in case. And there we go. A hang glider is very nice for just starting out. It helps you transverse large areas without a whole lot of problems. But traverse, whatever. Transverse, traverse.
Probably use it for more than just starting out too. That thing's pretty awesome.
It's true, you get a jetpack. So this mod has simply jetpacks in it. And so you can get jetpacks and you just go straight up and then you just glide. And it helps you from having to...
Yeah, it's not quite as hacksaw as the wings of it.
This is true, the wings are definitely hacksaw. Well, did you see in the runic dungeon there's a belt that gives you flight too?
Yeah.
I mean, it still takes another star, but it doesn't take unstable ingots. So it's a little bit easier to craft than, Jeez, that music is so loud. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the music, but grief, it's loud in my ears. Although it kind of reminds me of, like, the original SimCity music a little bit. Maybe I'm just crazy, but it kind of reminds me of that.
It's been a long time since I've heard that music.
I still play it every now and then just for fun. Expand the berry farm a little bit here. Got some essence berries. Orange cosmos. Interesting. So one of the mods that this pack adds that I really like is Botania. And Botania gives you a lot of cool things. Let me get back over to my area. But Botania, it uses flowers, obviously, as the name would suggest. and allows you to create things from these flowers. And so you can create rings of magnetism. You can create a sojourner's sash. Botania, like botany. Yeah, whatever. And maybe it's just the way I'm saying it. Who knows? There's that better for you. Anyways. It's one of the things that I like because it's very easy to start out with mod. You don't have to do a whole lot. You don't have to have a lot of resources. So it puts these different flowers in the game. Oh, that's right, the double flowers. I'll give you that. So it's got its own set of achievements. I mean, it's pretty neat. Lots of biomes with plenty of flowers. What am I doing? But most of their flowers are mystical, and then their color, and they have little animations with them. And they have all the different colors. Brown and light blue, and my inventory's full. I kind of want to keep the berries. Those are not botania flowers. Okay. I need a chest over here. Let me make a chest real quick. Alright, let's make a chest. Let's just paint a happy tree. Bob Ross. There we go. A chest. And let's put some of the stuff in that I don't need right at the moment. Right now, Popcorn is screaming at the screen as I throw everything in my inventory in a chest. Okay. We'll make a better way up here eventually, but for now, at night it gives me a little bit of shelter. Alright, let's clear out a space, make this a little bit easier. Okay, so like I said, thinking about how I'm going to build up here. One of the things that Open Blocks adds is called a building guide. It's really cool. And it allows you to set a building guide. So they're light blocks, they're imaginary, they're obviously not there. And they allow you to do really cool things. So we can sneak click to change the type. So now it's in cuboid mode. So it shows you using these guides what a cuboid would look like, so you can get your dimensions proper. You have a dome, so if you just want to create a dome on top of where you are. Triangle mode. I don't know why you would make triangles in Minecraft. Pentagon mode, which you know, pentagons are pretty standard here. I mean, I watched quite a few people play, but you can change that, and you can also change the size. So I'm making it smaller, 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 smaller. And then if I go to the other side and right click, I'll make it bigger and 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 then bigger. Not quite sure what the max size is, but... And it even tells you. That's kind of a weird pentagon. Like, I have a flat. Oh, it's a pentagon. It's got 5 sides. It's odd. There's hexagon mode. That may be better. Not pentagon, but hexagon. So hexagons are actually closer to what the beehive looks like. Yeah, yeah. Making a beehive, yeah. Just kidding. Alright. Octagon mode, sphere mode. So you can create a ball, a sphere. And then back to cylinder mode. And you can actually change like the height. And you have to get underneath of it to change it back down. But it's a really neat tool that gives you that option of being able to lay out exactly how you want this to look. So it allows you to do perfectly symmetrical building. Excuse me. So, oh yeah, and it's very cheap. It's 8 glass and 1 torch. And then all you need is a redstone signal to activate it, and you're good to go. Now again, these are not real blocks, so you can't just set this up and have it ward off enemies or anything like that. These are literally just guides. They're just block guides. But for people like Lahin who do some ridiculously articulate builds, it's helpful to have that exact measurements the way you want it. So, I put my shovel up there. Grab my shovel. There. Sure. That's a beautiful chest. Beautiful chest. Alright. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to level out this area that I'm going to be building. And we'll work on getting this base here level. Now, I will probably end up going... Ooh, let me do one more thing. I want so things that... I also like about this mod is it gives you this idea of being able to see chunk boundaries. And so for chunk loading purposes, we like to try to keep things in the fewest number of chunks as possible. Because chunk loaders cause lag, and if you are chunk loading a ridiculous amount of chunks for no reason, then you know it's just bad. It's bad. So what we try to do is make sure that we keep this contained to as few chunks as possible. Now, in a situation like Lahin's, where he stumbled upon that area, well, if it's outside of a chunk boundary, too bad. But since we're planning this build, that's something we want to plan on doing, is getting it within chunk. And so actually, I'm going to go away from the cylinder here, and I want to... So, one of the things we always talk about doing is doing a one chunk build, where we basically build everything we need in just one chunk. Now it can go vertical, up and down, that's fine, but our horizontal space will only encompass one chunk. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to build, I'm going to clear out this area right here. Now, I am going to I am going to stipulate that my outside walls can actually be outside the chunk. That's going to be my stipulation for this challenge, so to speak. Okay. So you're gonna have real fun with these guys. Although spiders can jump out, but there we go. The rest of these guys will end up killing themselves inside the portals. That's a useful defensive weapon. Alright, so I'm going to say my borders, the outside walls of my house, will actually be placed just outside the chunk lines. But that everything that machinery, I'm going to have probably a really neat door mechanism. All of that will actually have to be within the chunk limits. But aesthetics things can be with outside the chunk lines. Because if I'm going to chunk load it, I'm just going to chunk load this one chunk. I'm not going to worry about everything else. So that's the challenge. I'm going to build within the 16 by 16 area. And we'll see how that goes. Oh my gosh. Well, that didn't help. Killed the spider, but didn't really help my cause. Alright. And if you've never watched my videos or my stream before, you'll know I make terrible decisions when it comes to fighting mobs. So that was just a typical Fulgori move. Alright. Now, to determine what to build this out of. That's right, we do have chisel, and I did just get a piece of iron from that zombie. Let's see. I really did that. Ugh. Put my hang glider in the chest. I almost died because I didn't have my hang glider.
Did you just fall and die because you're dumb?
I didn't fall. I almost... Well, okay, so I had to get on top of the tree to get my chest. And in the process of that, I almost died. Because I didn't have my hang glider.
Spectacular.
Well, you know, it wouldn't be the first time I've died on stream, that's for sure.
It would be one of the silliest, though.
I don't know. Maybe. Alright, so I've got my chunk boundary here laid out. Now to figure out what I'm going to do. What I'm actually going to use for building materials. Why will it not? That's weird. It must be a flower or something in the way. I think he just despawned.
You should have to just use quartz blocks.
Quartz blocks?
Makes the most sense.
No,
Yeah.
no. Because I gotta go in the nether and mine quartz for days, and I really don't want to do that. Let's see. Hey! Alright, so, I'm in a Savannah Plateau. Is my, can't really show you. Because the map goes away. Savannah Plateau is my, biome here.
I love that biome.
Thanks, Klein. Thanks. But, so, it's a nice biome. And it's got these trees here. The, is it acacia? Acacia trees. So I could use acacia. Oh, gosh. That's exactly what I was trying to do. It's got the acacia wood, so I could probably use the acacia wood to my advantage. And I have a piece of acacia wood. No, it's mahogany wood. Why do I have mahogany? Mahogany. It's probably when I was running. Oh, it's from the circle area. Okay. Alright, so let's get some acacia planks. And we'll open up Chisel. And Chisel is a really cool mod. And it gives you different patterns that you can place in the acacia wood. That's kind of cool. I like the way they changed their interface too. It looks much better. So let's see. For walls... If you do vertical long planks, let's see how this looks. Nope. Nope, nope, not at all. Let's see. Horizontal is probably better, right? Are they horizontal long? Well, we can do that. And then do different corner blocks. I really need an axe. Okay, so that's going to be the basis there. And so let's see. I don't have... I guess for now, make a wooden axe. All I know is I need to get some more filling wood. This wood is... or filling wood. Food. This food is not doing it for me. Apples. Alright. Get that out of the way. Get some saplings. That'll be good. I always complain when people cut down trees and they don't take the time to replant them. I mean, you get saplings, so just replant the saplings and let it go. Deforestation is a real thing. Just saying. I don't like the added durability to chisel. Oh, I did that wrong. Alright guys, be right back. I take a quick break. Alright. I'm back. Phew. And of course, as soon as I step away, my headset dies. So, got it plugged in now. It's good to go. So let's start working on these walls. Let's get these outer walls laid. Whoops. Work on the corners. Figure out where and what a door is going to look like. Perfect. See, it's like a trap. They come in, they fall in, and they just die. Don't even have to do anything. Works out quite well. Okay. It's a little noisy though. I will say it's a little noisy, but it's effective, you know? Hey. It's effective. Alright. Obviously, cut some more tree down. Let's see. And there we go. And it handles multiple enemies at once. Very nice. always the boring part of any build, gathering resources and actually doing it. So. Alright, so that'll be the outside walls. And then the corners, let's see. Corners we can do wood panels. Let's see. Those make good end caps. Now if they had connected textures, it might be a little bit nicer. But that'll work. Is that a creeper jockey, or is that a hat? No, that's a creeper jockey. Don't see those very often. That's weird. This mod pack also includes the mod hats, which is kind of fun. I should have to change it up. I got the piston top right now. Headphones. Hat pants. I thought I had a few more than that. We'll do the sunglasses, which are sitting on top of my eye holes on my mask.